But it's really interesting when you ask Steve Kerr, same guy, so brave, to comment on murderers in China and communism and authoritarianism. He doesn't seem to know too much. Maybe it's something I should read about. Maybe you should read about universal background checks too. Just a thought, Steve. Here, check this out.
So what truths was Steve Kerr ready to speak to China? Well, none, it turns out. Not a single truth to the government of China. Choosing between freedom and fascism turns out to be a really confusing choice. Who knows what the right answer is? As Kerr pointed out, it's really above his pay grade.
It's a really bizarre international story, and a lot of us don't know what to make of it. So it's something I'm reading about, and just like everybody is, but I'm not going to comment further.
Yeah, not going to comment further. It's a bizarre international story. In other words, Steve Kerr is a phony. He's brave when the crowds applaud, but when money is at stake, he shuts up and obeys like the cowardly little corporate stooge that he is. It's hard to imagine how a man like that can look himself in the mirror at night. And yet he's not alone, hardly. There are countless Steve Kerrs in corporate America, all of them happy to sell out their country and lick the boots of their Chinese masters for pay.
He does have a point. You got to keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. And you can't say you don't know what's happening in China. Come on, bro.
That was Tucker calling out the phony Steve Kerr a long time ago. Again, notice how Steve doesn't mention any actual fixes, any actual possible causes of these things, any indicators. He said there's zero interest to solve the problem, but there's a whole lot of interest in attacking Mitch McConnell and the Republicans. As a basketball coach, who oddly has no comment about the murderers in China, who the Chinese Communist Party's murdered millions through the years. Kind of strange how he has no comment on that. Something he needs to read up on.
I have to say they both have a point, okay? I'm a basketball fan. I like the Warriors. I like Steve Kerr, but bro, yeah, you got to keep the same energy. Look at this report here from the BBC. China committed genocide against Uyghurs, independent tribunal rules. So yeah, what's happening in China, it's not okay. And for Steve Kerr to comes out and say, oh, I don't know about it, it's weird. Really, bro? Really? It's weird? Just say you don't care about what China is doing because, yeah, your pocket, it is your pocket. And just in case you don't know what Steve Kerr said, this is Steve Kerr comment. And what I have to say about those comments is this is not bringing anybody together. Are you trying to fix the situation or are you trying to divide us a little bit more? Because this is not helping. And this is what he said. Listen to this.
I'm not going to talk about basketball. Nothing's happened with our team in the last 6 hours. We're going to start the same way tonight. Any basketball questions don't matter. Since we left shoot-around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here. And a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California. And now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years. And there's a reason they won't vote on it, to hold on to power. So I ask you, Mitch McConnell, I ask all of you senators who refuse to do anything about the violence and school shootings and supermarket shootings, I ask you, are you going to put your own desire for power?
That was wrong. You can't just sit there and point the finger at them when kids are dead, bro. Family are crying. And you to come here and create more division by pointing the finger at one political party is not okay. Do we need more division or do we need to come together? And then background check, we already have background check. Nobody asked him to do what he did. He was just a deranged, sick individual. And for you, Steve Kerr, to come out and just start pointing fingers at Mitch McConnell and Republican is not okay, bro. You are just creating more division. You are not helping at all. At all, bro. You are not helping. You are a coward for me. And this is sick. Who does that? Who does that? Do you think anybody in this country, anybody in the world wanted this to happen? It happened, bro. But nobody wanted this to happen. So don't do this. Don't do this, bro. This is wrong.
Ahead of the lives of our children and our elderly and our churchgoers, because that's what it looks like. It's what we do every week. So I'm fed up. I've had enough. We're going to play the game tonight, but I want every person here, every person listening to this to think about your own child or grandchild or mother or father or sister, brother. How would you feel if this happened to you today? We can't get numb to this. We can't sit here and just read about it and go, well, let's have a moment of silence. Yeah, go Dubs, you know. Come on, Mavs, let's go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go play a basketball game. And 50 senators in Washington are going to hold us hostage. Do you realize that 90% of Americans, regardless of political party, want background check, universal background check?
There is already a background check. It might not be perfect. I'll give you that. Maybe you wanted to add something to it. Maybe you should say that, but there's already a background check, bro. And did you realize how Steve Kerr never said anything about the shooter? Which is kind of weird. If you listen to the left, like CNN, MSNBC, some of those people on the left, nobody wants to talk about the actual shooter. They are all talking about guns. It's like guns somehow have feet, legs, and they just walk around going to people's place and they shoot people and so on. Bro, nobody wants to talk about a shooter. Why did he do this? Like, what's going on in his mind? How can we stop people from doing those type of thing? Those evil type of action? Steve Kerr never said anything about the shooter, the 18-year-old who commit that evil act. He didn't say anything about it. He said something about Buffalo. He never said anything about a shooter. It's like they don't care about the people actually committing the crime. They don't care about the criminal. All they are looking at is the gun. Like, really, bro? Like, somebody is holding that gun. Lord. All right.
90% of us, we are being held hostage by 50 senators in Washington who refuse to even put it to a vote, despite what we, the American people, want. They won't vote on it because they want to hold on to their own power. It's pathetic. I've had enough.
And then he left, not taking any question. Bro, when you start accusing people like this, you got to take at least a question, all right? But anyway, it's just amazing to me how nobody wants to talk about the shooter. Where are the shooter's parents? He was with his grandma. Where are his parents? Why? There's so many questions that you can ask, but no, let's just stop pointing fingers. Let's stop pointing fingers and create more division. I'm not okay with this, bro. Me personally, I am not a gun person. I'm just gonna say it. To be honest, I do not own a gun. The Lord is my witness. I never did. I never had a gun in my life. I'm not a gun person because I think the moment you have a gun, it means you have the intention of using it one day. And I don't want to be in that position. That's just me. Right? I'm just being honest here. But yeah, Steve Kerr, that was not the right thing to do, bro. You are a coward for doing that. That's my personal view, okay? Let me know what you think about this video, and God bless you.